Jerome Powell really focused his speech on this growing tension between the central bank's dual mandates, maximum employment and steady inflation. He said the job market is in a curious balance, that the downside risks to employment are rising, which may warrant, he said, adjusting the Fed's policy stance. The latest jobs report showed a significant slowdown in new hires over the past couple of months, but Powell said that the Fed should proceed carefully. So perhaps an indication there that the cut would be on the smaller side, maybe a 1/4 percentage point rather than a 50 basis point cut.
In the near term, risks to inflation are tilted to the upside and risks to employment to the downside, a challenging situation. When our goals are in tension like this, our framework calls for us to balance both sides of our dual mandate.
On the issue of inflation, Powell said it's clearly visible that Trump's global tariffs are putting pressure on prices. And we've seen this creep higher in the inflation reports, although we have not seen this major spike in prices. Powell even entertained the idea that the impact from these tariffs could be a one-off shock. Hanging over this speech, of course, was Trump himself. The president has repeatedly attacked Powell, accusing him of being too late on rate cuts. Powell didn't address this pressure campaign directly, but he did say that the Fed's decisions will be based solely on their assessment of the data and its implications for the economic outlook. But as Powell was making this speech, President Trump was giving his own comments, saying that he'd fire Fed Governor Lisa Cook if she didn't resign. Earlier this week, a Trump ally had accused Cook of mortgage fraud. Now, if Trump fires her, he would be able to appoint someone else in that position, someone more in line with his policy vision, which calls for massive interest rate cuts. Of course, political appointments could undermine confidence in U.S. monetary policy and U.S. data, hurting the economy in the long run. Toni Waterman, CNA, Washington.